Welcome to the 27 presented by The Critic. We are the world's first and only student-teacher podcast on the MCU, where today we have two students with us, but they're not our regular Townsend Harris students. We have special guests. We have Francis McCaughey, Owen McCaughey.
Hello.
We have a 5th grader and a 2nd grader, and they are, of course, my sons. Welcoming them to the 27 to talk about Thor, Love, and Thunder. Welcome, Francis and Owen. How are you?
Good.
Well, since you're not Townsend Harris students, a lot of our audience might not know you. So why don't we start with you, Francis? Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm in 5th grade. I play baseball. I like watching Marvel movies.
And The Simpsons.
And The Simpsons, and I like playing soccer too.
Very good. You have a big baseball game tonight.
Yep.
The Williamsport tournament starts today. Yeah, it's a tournament.
Yeah.
Double elimination tournament. Game 1 tonight. Francis is the starting pitcher. How are we feeling about that?
Good.
You excited?
Yeah.
Just go out there, remember your mechanics, do your thing. You'll be great. And Mr. Owen, tell the audience about you.
I'm in 2nd grade and I'm 8 years old and I play soccer.
You had your first. You both made travel soccer teams. You had your first practice yesterday. What's the name of your team?
Storm.
And what's your number?
16.
16. We'll see. You're going to play a few different positions. What's your favorite position to play? Striker. You're also a good defender. Just like Irene is a good, she's a good sweeper. She's that last line of defense. You played that a lot as well. You also play baseball?
Uh-huh.
I coach your baseball team.
Mm-hmm.
I coach your other baseball team. You're on 2 baseball teams right now. So we'll start that season soon as well. You have any favorite TV shows, Owen? Anything you like to do? Watch?
Bluey. No. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. We'll talk about that shortly. You can say Bluey. Bluey is a great TV show. It's well loved by adults and children alike. There's a whole collection of adults who love Bluey. If you haven't watched Bluey, I recommend you do. That's on Disney Plus, where you can find all the MCU.
Do it now.
Do it now. Go check it out. Well, we're here to talk about Thor, Love, and Thunder. We've seen this movie twice.
Yep.
We saw it in the theater when it came out. It came out 1 year ago, June of 2022.
Wow.
And we saw it over the summer last year. We brought some of our toys here to the movie theater with us. And then I think we watched it on Disney Plus as well.
Yep.
Okay, Owen, take a guess. How much money did Thor, Love, and Thunder make in the box office?
528.
$528 million. Francis?
400 million.
400 million. The correct answer is $760 million. Price is Right rules. Owen's the winner, but you were both pretty close, not too far away. To put that in context, though, Ragnarok made $854 million at the box office, so Love and Thunder made less than that. And Multiverse of Madness, the second Doctor Strange movie, which came out about a month before Love and Thunder, made $955 million in the box office. So out of those, Love and Thunder was a little bit lower. Did we watch Ragnarok?
Yeah.
We watched some of it.
We watched some of it. We'll need to go back and watch that because Ragnarok plays a big part in this. Maybe not as much in the storyline, or a little bit in the storyline, but also Love and Thunder is kind of like they tried to make Ragnarok again. Ragnarok was really popular.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people like it. So they tried to like recreate the same formula, make a similar movie, but I think that ended up being a bad part.
Both were better than Dark World, right? That's what it was called.
Dark World, not a good one. Some people, so like
Eternals.
Eternals is the worst one. That's my opinion.
I have a toy from Eternals from McDonald's.
Yeah, so that's actually a good transition. So Owen's a big Happy Meal fan, big collector of toys and kind of junk in general. You love getting things, Owen. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Is that fair to say, Francis?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he definitely loves getting things. So let's talk a little bit about what we have. We have adorned our set here. We have our Thor, who's been here the whole time. I was very excited to get a Moon Knight from the boys for Father's Day just a few days ago.
I picked it out.
You picked it out?
No, I did.
You can go check out the 27 at the 27THHS on Instagram. You can see my Father's Day gifts I posted. I got some Avengers socks, Captain
Ice
America socks. Huh?
An ice
I
bath.
did get the ice pod, but that's not related to the MCU. And then we got Moon Knight. Okay, so Owen, let's see. Tell us about the big one in front. What you got there?
It's the goat boat.
The goat boat. And we'll talk about the goat boat here. When did you get that?
May.
Yeah, we got that back in May. You had your communion. You got some money for your communion. Yeah, we went to the mall, and you picked that one out. You spent, that was a good amount of money, and you can see it's a pretty solid one. It's got the, you know, the Rainbow Road there. It's not called the Rainbow Road. I can never remember the bridge that goes
Something
back.
trail.
Yeah, I had a Lego of that.
You got a goat boat Lego as well. We have, what are the goats' names, Owen?
Tooth Gnasher and Tooth Grinder.
Tooth Gnasher and Tooth Grinder. We got Thor there. And we'll do that shortly. Now tell us, who's in the back here, Owen?
Rocket Raccoon, Thor in like a golden suit,
Yep.
Korg, Valkyrie,
Mantis.
Star-Lord, Groot, and
The Mighty Thor,
yeah,
right?
Mighty Thor.
So this is the collection.
and Iron Man.
And Iron Man, we just got that from Irene. We got an Iron Man keychain. So we got these at McDonald's, although some were not from McDonald's. Where we get those other ones, Owen?
Stealing it from the pool.
I mean, it is hard to say that we stole
Found it
these.
in the lost and found.
We found them
We
in a
didn't
lost
steal
and
it.
found. We took them from a lost and found. You know, we gave the owner a couple of days, and when it was still there, we grabbed those. So, you know, we needed to complete the collection, and I needed to stop feeding you McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know, that is just generally good. So that's where we have all those guys. So that's a little bit about our
Wait,
section. Before we talk about Thor: Love and Thunder, Francis, your favorite MCU character? Doesn't need to be a hero, could be a villain. Who's your favorite?
Probably Rocket or Spider-Man.
Oh, what do you like about Rocket?
Just a cool one. He's funny.
He is funny. He's
Can I
smart.
say five?
Yeah, and Spider-Man because he's Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man's awesome. I think Spider-Man's up there for me as well. Owen, you want to name 5? Okay, go.
Rocket Raccoon, Moon Knight, Spider-Man 2099,
Yep.
Thor, and
Rocket.
no, I said that. Doctor Strange.
Oh, okay, those are good ones. What about, Francis, you mentioned Rocket. Rocket was the focal point of Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah.
You can check out that episode on the classic YouTube channel. It just went up there. Did you like Guardians 3, Francis? What'd you like about it?
Well, it was really funny and it was kind of sad too. Like, it was a great movie overall.
I think-
Like, with like the whole thing, like all the other planets that they would go to like try and get that like chip for
Yeah.
Rocket so he could stay alive.
Yeah, and I think a lot of good
After.
movies, they like get a lot of different emotions out of you. They're
Well,
funny. They're a little bit
Yeah,
sad
what was-
sometimes.
What was the name of that guy? Gold skin. I forget. It was like a human name.
Yeah.
It wasn't like.
He's the
Star
guy who
Lord.
ends up with as like a member of the New Guardians
Yeah.
at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
I forget
Yeah,
his
when
name.
they picked Star-Lord up so he doesn't go away, and then they got frozen, but then they came back to the planet, and then they were alive.
Owen, you mentioned Spider-Man 2099. Who's that?
The villain in the new Spider-Man movie.
Half villain.
You don't think he's a villain, Francis?
He's a
Well, in the
villain. He tried to
beginning-
kill Spider-Man.
Well, he had a reason for it, but he didn't really have a reason because like he was like Miles was really messing around. Like he was messing around with all these dimensions.
Similar to what we see in Loki as well, the idea of like people trying to protect the timelines and the dimensions. Did you like Across the Multiverse, Owen?
The new one?
Yeah, the new one.
Yes.
What'd you like about it?
Funny.
It was funny. Yeah.
The Spot.
Both are good movies. I enjoyed going
Spot
to.
was funny when he kept falling through the holes
Oh
on
yes,
the walls.
Spot, who's like the other kind of villain in it. He's probably the main villain, right? Spider-Man 2099 is a little bit of both. Well, we're here to
Yeah.
talk about Thor: Love and Thunder. Let's see. What do we think about this movie? Francis, what are your general thoughts about this?
It was a good movie. Like, the ending was pretty good. Like, with, like, the big fight with, forget his name. Gore.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, with all those kids, like, trapped and, like, and then, Asgard, like on fire, like on fire, New Asgard.
New Asgard, yep.
Yeah, it was, like, all on fire. I also liked, like, the beginning, like, that, like, storyline on how Gore became, like,
Yeah.
Gore, like, he, like, couldn't get water, and then, like, he woke up and, like, took fruit from the jungle, and then, like,
and
his,
then,
like,
king
the
came.
king,
Yeah.
And he
the king, like, stopped him, and then, like, didn't he, like, take his sword accidentally?
Yeah,
and,
so
like,
and then he was like, the gods came, and the gods like almost made fun of him, Gore, for believing in the gods, for having faith in him. And that was one of those things, like, when Gore, his daughter dies, right? And then when he prays to the gods or tries to worship the gods, they laugh at him. So then, he gets that sword. I don't know if I can blame Gore. Becomes definitely the bad guy, but I don't know if I could blame him there, right? I don't know.
it's not his fault.
it's not his fault at all.
Why not, Owen?
Because he didn't do anything really bad.
Yeah, and I mean, I think
Except he did trap the kids.
Well, yeah, he really didn't.
So then he
need to do
became
that.
the bad guy. I think once he took on that, the sword, and he took on that identity as like the God killer, then I think he did bad things. But I think
Yeah.
leading up to it, I think, when something bad happened to his daughter,
Yeah.
and then the gods kind of laugh at him for being foolish, I can understand why he was upset about that.
Yeah.
Say about
Hmm?
I want to say it about
What do you want to say? What do you think, Owen?
it was funny and kind of weird since Mighty Thor had Thor's hammer
Yeah.
and Thor got
Stormbreaker.
the
Yeah.
Stormbreaker.
So Jane was sick, right? But then she kind of, she's
Yeah,
very, very
cancer.
sick. She's got cancer. But then Thor had prayed, or essentially asked Mjolnir to look over her and protect her. So then when she goes to New Asgard, it comes together. And then she becomes the mighty Thor who we have down here as well. I agree with you, Francis. One of the best scenes was the fight scene at the end
Yeah.
with the kids.
I like the beginning fight scene when it was that big tower and they destroyed it.
That was pretty funny when they have and they're like, "We've protected you, saved us, and now we are all good and protected." And
Yeah.
then they accidentally destroy the big
Yeah.
temple that they have there. It's also where we see the Guardians. I think that's one of the things that makes this movie nice is the Guardians cameo.
It was also a pretty funny movie. It made me laugh a lot. All the funny lines by Thor.
Yeah.
That he kept saying. It was pretty funny. It
Do you
made
think
me
it's
laugh.
too silly? Some people think this movie's too silly.
Yeah,
not that it
it
needs to
was
be
way
super
too
serious, but these Thor movies, they don't need to be as goofy or as silly. That they should be a little more serious.
it
What do you
was
think about that?
Very silly.
Now,
We-
look, you would assume that you are two, kids, that silly things would be things that you would like. Did you like the silliness?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there could be
Kind
too
of.
much.
You think it could be too much
Too
sometimes?
much with the beer.
Oh,
Thor
what,
was
with
drinking-
Fat Thor?
Yeah.
When he was
Oh,
drinking
yeah.
beer and playing Fortnite? You think you could beat Thor oh my god, I just blanked on
Korg.
his name. Korg, thank you. Do you think you could beat Korg in Fortnite?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
What do you think?
Sure.
You're not as quick to say. Owen's pretty confident on that.
He doesn't even play. I've never seen him in it.
Aren't they playing Fortnite? Isn't
Yeah, they were.
That's what they were playing in
Really? I thought it was just
when
Thor.
Thor's all fat and
I thought it was
retired.
just Thor.
No. Well, I believe in you.
No,
I think you do.
because there was a Funko Pop at Newberry Comics next to this one that showed
Yeah, they had
Thor
Fat Thor.
and Korg sitting
Yes.
next to each other, and it showed Fortnite on the screen.
Fat Thor is pretty funny. What do you think of Korg?
Yeah, he's a,
Oh yeah, he was
I
funny
like
when
his
his head
voice.
fell off.
and
and
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie had to carry his head.
Yeah, Korg's
Around.
got a cool voice.
Oh, I
Mr.
also-
Gemlin was saying he sounds like one of the teachers here. They sounds like Mr. Hackney because they're
It's
both South
kinda like
African.
in
So Mr. Hackney
Korg.
here is from South Africa, and Korg is the director. The guy who directed the movie is also
Yes, yeah.
Korg's
It
voice.
was also funny that when they like went to that kingdom where there was
They were
that king,
fighting.
and then they dressed up in all like different
Oh,
little
yeah, so
like
let's talk about that. So that was
shirts
Zeus,
and
right? That was
yeah,
the
Zeus.
planet of the gods. You
They
like
have
that
a
part?
Funko
Yeah.
Pop of Zeus.
I do.
And he was like naked.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was funny. And I like seeing all the different gods.
And
there was like
then
an Aztec god.
They
there was
also
an
I
Egyptian
think
god.
they came from like a floating like little circle.
Yeah, the gods don't come across as good in these movies. Between the god who makes fun of Gore at the beginning to then all these gods that like they don't want to be bothered to
Yeah.
try to stop Gore from doing bad things. Interesting. Okay, let's talk about maybe our favorite part, the goats.
Yeah.
So we go back to that first scene, and when the Guardians and Thor help to save the planet, they are given the gift of the goats. What are their names again, Owen?
Tooth Gnasher and Tooth Grinder.
Tooth Gnasher and Tooth Grinder, and they make these horrific sounds, which I practice at home. Do you think my goat sound is good?
Yeah.
Yes, very good.
Mine's horrible.
Wait, could we play it on the phone? Like compare side by side.
Oh,
like,
maybe I should have had it going.
I
So,
could play it. I could play, and this one I would play it on your phone.
so let's see. So should I do mine?
Yeah.
You were asking me
I
to do
could
mine.
play it
But
on.
I think I
After-
need to like back away from the microphone to do it. So let's see. So I'm playing this off my phone. So do you think? Here's my question when I think about the goats in this movie. The way they destroyed those people's temples, do you think they were actually gifts, or do you think they were like joke gifts? Like, take
Joke
these
gifts.
annoying goats
Yeah,
because
joke.
even though you helped us, you also destroyed it.
Yeah.
Joke.
All right, so then let me try mine, right? So let's see. Here's the. Okay, that's that. And now let me back up here. I don't want to blow out the microphone, you know? How's that? Is that a good sound?
No,
yeah,
one
that
more
was-
time.
No.
Miss Wishart is looking through the window right now. She doesn't know what's going on. I meant to post a warning. Now Miss Brand is looking through the window as well. You know, those goat noises are very, very loud. You guys,
Very.
you want to try a goat noise? What about you, Owen?
Ow!
Scream. You're not supposed to scream right into the mic. Should I do it again? Now that everyone's watching. Okay, well, I think we got the goat noises out.
Yeah.
Okay, well, how would you rate my goat noise? Out of 10.
9.5 out of 10.
Hey, I'll take that.
9.3.
That's better than I ever did in school. Oh, wow. I don't even know if I can talk anymore after doing those goat noises. So I think some of the best things, I think the guy who played Gore, Christian Bale, he's a really great actor. I think he's really good in it. I think there's a lot of beautiful scenes. I think the Shadow Realm, when the movie switches to black and white, I think is super
yeah,
cool.
I like when they were like in that town, and then there was a big like fire, and
Yeah,
then
I
they
saw
all
that.
came, and then Mighty
Was
Thor.
that in New Asgard?
Yeah.
That was when
that's right.
Gore
and then
first
Mi-
goes
and
to
then
New Asgard.
Mighty Thor lost her her
The
hammer,
hammer.
I also,
and then she threw it away, and then Thor grabbed it.
but
Tossed
he couldn't.
it.
No, he couldn't pick it up.
He couldn't pick it up because
Oh, yeah.
it wasn't his anymore. I think that was funny how like they showed like it was like Thor and Mjolnir had like
And
broken
after-
up
Yeah,
like they
and,
were a couple, and he was like, sorry, I thought you were gone and I needed this new one.
I also
And at
I also like the part where like it was like a Halloween party. They had a Halloween party,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then and then Thor was like he was like a like hot dog or something.
Oh yes, yeah.
uh,
So it was funny. Those are some of those funny parts. I wonder if he's a little too goofy, like we talked about. I think I think there are people who take these MCU movies super serious, like they know all the comics and they love all the movies.
Yeah.
And
I
I
have a
think those are the
friend-
people who don't like it.
I liked when when Jane was at the hospital, and then they gave her like all just junk food.
Yeah. I
They
have
gave her,
a
like,
friend who's like
Fritos.
reads all the comics.
Right. And did
He-
you talk with him about this?
Yeah, he kept saying like, when are you gonna do Love and Thunder? When are you gonna do it?
And here we are.
Hi, Christian.
Yeah, there you go. Shout out, Christian. Good job. So I think overall this was fine. I saw people call this the worst MCU movie.
Oh no.
Not
No.
even close. Not
Eternals.
even close. It's
Eternals.
not, as you said, it's not even the worst Thor movie.
Yeah,
this
not
is
at all.
better than Dark World.
2. That's 2.
But
That's
again,
2.
I think the
Yeah, this
problem,
is
to go back to what I said at the beginning, is Ragnarok was really good, and I think they just tried to recreate Ragnarok, which it's not original. You need to be
Yeah.
original with these things. I'm guessing Thor is gone. Very few of these movies have gotten 4. Thor got 4 movies.
Yeah.
Avengers got 4. Captain America.
Guardians got-
Did Captain America get 4? No.
No, yeah.
Civil War,
Civil
Winter Soldier,
War,
right? There's
Winter
another one that's...
Soldier.
Not many have gotten 4.
Yeah.
Very few have even gotten 3. Like
Yeah,
Guardians, Spider-Man,
Spider-Man. Yeah.
Iron Man, all those. But so again, I don't think this movie was great, but I think a lot of people need to just
Yeah.
chill out, get a grip. I also think it's part of the problem
Yeah.
that post Endgame, this has been a theme on the podcast, that a lot of these movies just haven't been very good. So I
Yeah.
think when they're not good, people like to pile on and say, this
yeah.
is the worst movie ever. But I don't know.
I think they could try and Marvel could try and do something try and recreate do an Endgame type of thing where
Yeah.
it's again
I think they're building towards
to
that.
refresh everybody like before Endgame everybody was like, oh, I'm so excited for this, and then during Endgame everybody was like, oh, this is so awesome, and a little bit after I was like people are like, oh, this is really good, and then way after after a couple more movies come out, they're all like, this is bad, we need something good.
They need to build it up. They're moving towards that. I watched Quantumania, and they got, Kang the Conqueror is kind of like the new Thanos. They're moving towards that. There's going to be a couple new Avengers movies coming out down the line. There are some things, in the works. We'll see, though. I don't know if they'll ever get back to the... was that your Thanos snap?
Yeah.
You guys haven't seen Endgame or Infinity War,
I've
right?
watched some of
I had
Endgame.
my
We'll have to
Funko
watch
Pop
Infinity.
on.
I started rewatching Infinity War just recently.
My Funko Pop was right here.
The Thanos Funko Pop was right here as well. We'll have to watch Infinity War and Endgame. Or maybe we'll just watch all the Avengers. There's 4 of them. Maybe a rainy day during the summer. Okay, I think we did it, boys. I don't know. We'll see. This is the last episode of season 2 of the 27.
Well, if we could do a season 3, what would we do?
I don't know. What would we do? That's the question. We still got some TV. We did Moon Knight this year.
Yeah, they did all the
We
shows.
still got some TV shows to do. We still got some things. We'll see.
Or
We'll see.
maybe
We
we
gotta get
could
new
try
staff.
and-
This is Irene's last show with us. Actually, Irene, come in here. As we say goodbye, we're gonna pull a chair up for Irene. Irene, any final thoughts from you on the podcast?
I was not prepared for final thoughts.
Yeah, I should have told you, but I didn't.
Next year's gonna be great because there will be a next season. Yeah. And
Hopefully.
the new kids can come back. It'll
We'll
be
come
good.
back in and do it. Well, we want to get you a little something for being such an excellent producer. So, in honor of Irene's excellence in podcast production, we have an
Stop. This is
official plaque. Dude, the boys were very impressed with the plaque
God,
when
this
they
is
got it.
so cool.
So that's for you. With great thanks. I should get on the microphone. Excellent work.
Thank you.
You were with us for a year. You're really the first ever 27 producer. So
That's so
take
cute,
that with
thank
you. I'm sure they'll find a place
got
of
you a
honor.
keychain.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So thank you for
Aw.
everything.
Thank you for this. This is so sweet.
And we appreciate all your work. Any last words, boys, before we go?
Good movie.
Good movie. Thumbs
Yeah.
up. Out of 10. Score out of 10.
8.
8 and 7.
It's not bad enough. I don't know if it's bad enough for a 7.
I'm gonna.
It's okay.
As I say it, I'm
I
gonna
don't
say
know.
like 6.5.
Actually, I'll change it to
Did
7.
you see it?
Yeah, I didn't like it. I thought it was weird how the hammer had like feelings.
Yeah.
I didn't like
Oh
it.
yeah. At the end of the movie, I think Thor's child
Yeah.
daughter
Yeah.
painted it all and hides it under her bed.
Yes. Oh, and that is one of my little
Don't the
notes here.
goats
That is
come back
Chris
at the
Hemsworth's
end?
daughter.
His real
real
daughter,
his
yeah.
real life
I thought
daughter
that was
is
so
Love.
sweet.
It was Gore's daughter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, good job. You can find us on Instagram at the 2017HHS. You can find
I'm
us
the
on
one
Spotify,
that
Apple.
knocks Blaine from the dunk tank.
Yeah, that is true. If you look at my
can find
teacher
some
Instagram,
videos.
Mr. Mac THHS, you will see Owen soaking Mr. Gelbman at the Winter Carnival this year. He was talking so much trash, and on the first toss, he nailed it. Actually, oh no, go back and watch. If you watch the Mr. Gelman episode, What's the Best
Yeah.
MCU franchise, they edited the video into that YouTube video for that episode. So you'll find this on the YouTube channel. Christian will be able to see you there. You can share this with your friends. And that's it. Good job, boys. Thanks for coming in.
Yay.
Good job. Owen, you good? Anything left to say?
Bye.
Bye. You good?
Bye.
All right, we will see everyone next year, question mark,
In
on
season 3.
Exclamation
the
point.
27th. Take care, everyone. See ya.
Bye.